This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, sweeps to his right, gets to the 20. He's at the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks his hard tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's got it! Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew, guys. We are back. I am sorry to inform you all. Let me just start right now with everybody that's in chat. I have not heard back from Adrian Colbert today, so he will not be joining me for this 15-minute section. Now, for the rest of you that are here, this is your first time, guys. You guys got to load up the questions here. We do a 15-minute rapid fire. Any questions you want to ask, sports related, not sports related, whatever it is, and we can sit here and we're going to march down all of these questions, all right? As many as I can do in 15 minutes. So the first one here is from my guy, Stephen Fox says, what's going on, Mike? Man, I had a long day, bro. I rushed home from work. I ended up working a little bit later. Had to get my hair done, not for this one, but I had to get my hair done for other reasons, right? And then I come racing home. I'm ready to go, like, figure out what I got to do with my daughter because we got a sitter that's out of town. And it turns out everything was taken care of, man. My wife somehow worked everything out. I got to come home and sit down really quick. She made me something to eat. I didn't quite finish everything. Still drinking part of my dinner. And jump right on the show, man. But thank you for asking what's going on, you know. Freddie Gonzalez says, what up, Mike? What position do you think we draft first? Based off of how free agency has gone so far, I would think defensive end is probably the first position that we address. If not defensive end, maybe an offensive lineman if there's a setback with someone like Mike McGlinchey. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to find out. Did you watch any of Merlin or Cobra Kai? We have seen all of Cobra Kai, but I have not seen any of Merlin yet. I have to watch a preview for this. I'm glad you said that. I'm going to tell my wife when she comes back downstairs. Right now, she's taking our daughter to the bathroom, but I'm gonna check out a preview for it, and if it looks any good, I'm definitely gonna start watching it. All right. Freddie Gonzalez had a question here for Adrian, but I won't click on that one. I'm sorry, man. Can't get to it. Oh, man, you guys are so excited for him. I'm really, really sorry, guys. All right, Brandon Trejo has one here. He says, do you believe we screwed up and not trading Jimmy for that second-round pick before the draft last year to the Patriots? My brother's a Patriots fan, and that were the reports on their side. No, I don't think so. I wouldn't give up a second-round pick for an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. You know, I understand that right now we're kicking ourselves for anything that was offered for Jimmy Garoppolo that we didn't take advantage of, right? But the truth of the matter is we made it to, like, just 10 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. I mean, we were right there, right? And that's what every single season is all about for every team in the NFL, right? Whether you can make it happen or not, you don't know, right? You're not always guaranteed to do that. You know, that everyone thought the Chiefs were the most loaded team and they were going to go back-to-back, right? And that's what people were expecting. But the truth of the matter is it's not guaranteed. It's not easy for any of these teams to get there. And we were right there. We were right in the mix of it all. So I think I would have kept that second-round pick, and I would have given my team another shot at the Super Bowl. All right. Let me see here. I'm sorry. I'm catching up here. Subway Jimmy as a guest. I don't have Subway Jimmy as a guest. I don't have Rombo as a guest. All right, man. Here we go. I'm so glad you typed this one in here, Callie, because I saw it after the show. You typed this in last night's show, and I didn't get a chance to answer this. I'm a lock. That's not a knock on Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, the locks, I don't know, man. But you can't go wrong with either one. Classic hip hop, no matter how you look at it, man. But the locks were they were a little bit different for me, man. They were a little bit different. DJ Malone says, Mike, what did you have for dinner? I had 5 boiled eggs. That's it. I had 5 boiled eggs. I'm trying to do this whole diet thing, high protein and low carbs, and you know what I'm saying? So tonight's dinner was just 5 boiled eggs. Went light. How are Melissa and the kids? Thank you for asking. They are all doing well. My middle daughter lost a tooth today, but she didn't have a chance to make her envelope for the tooth fairy. So she won't be getting anything. And her, not tonight, but tomorrow she'll get her chance. All right. CG Ruthless Sports. Guys, check him out. That's a content creator right here. All right. Says, what's the 49ers doing? I think they're taking their time, man. I remember John Lynch talking about there's a plan A, there's a plan B, all the way down to plan D or something like that, he said. And I'm inclined to believe it. I think if they had things their way and there was a market for Jimmy, they would have moved him already. With there being no market, now they're kind of like, all right, well, if we cut him now, we got the injury guarantee. But their other trick up the sleeve is, hey, we ride this thing out until he's healthy. We can release him then. We can hold on to him throughout training camp. Maybe the quarterback gets injured. And then right before week 1, he's healthy, and we let him go, and we still save the money, you know? RMP661 says, is Jimmy getting traded soon? I am going to start saying no. All offseason, I've been saying, yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think it could possibly happen this weekend. We need the Deshaun Watson trade to happen. And once that happens, the other quarterback chips will start falling. And I was right about that. But what I was wrong about was anyone having a value for Jimmy Garoppolo. Marcus Mariota went right after. Jameis Winston went right after. I mean, the only other quarterback that hasn't been touched yet, believe it or not, is Baker Mayfield, right? And I just don't know how that reflects on the 49ers, number one, Jimmy Garoppolo and Baker Mayfield, because, I mean, you look at Baker Mayfield and the Browns, Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers. How are they in the same boat? It's kind of crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but what we have to do is stay patient, guys. If he gets traded, great. It's wonderful that we get some kind of compensation for it. If he does not, then we're kind of screwed. So we'll have to see what happens. All right. The next question is here from Chase. He says, who are your top 3 battle rappers? I'm from the Bay, so Pass is my GOAT. I'm probably going to have a little bit of a bias here. There's this guy. All right, let me just start with my bias guy. And he's like one of my favorites right now. His name is Real Sick. Okay. And he's a guy from Jersey. He's traveling. He's got a couple of battles. He's just now making his way up through the ranks, but I like what he does. His punchlines and everything, his delivery. I really, really like this guy, Middle Eastern rapper. And he's really, really good. I'm going to have to put Lux in my top. Loaded Lux is going to be in my top 3. And if you get Daylight without the gimmicks, I'm not sure you can really fuck with him, man. I really, really like Daylight. So I'm going to have to go with Daylight. All right. Let me see what else we got here for the questions. Click, boom. Do we keep Tart? I don't know, but the Niners do need a safety, and that's something else I should have talked about, right? We need a safety to actually come out and play the position. So it's one thing for the 49ers to have, the safety that we picked up. My brain is like slipping right now. It's Odom. It's one thing for the Niners to go out and get a safety in free agency, right? Maybe he comes in and plays if he has to, but he's not really a starting safety. I wouldn't be mad at bringing Tart back. I wouldn't be mad at him. If you like gun to my head, if I have to pick yes or no, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because he's been out there. Doesn't seem like there's much of a market. You can get some safeties in this draft. There might not be a market, and you want to bring a guy like that back who knows your system already. All right. Is there a possibility that Jimmy is on this team in September? Unfortunately, I have to say yes, but how much of a possibility? I would say like 2%, like 2% tops. Because you give a fully guaranteed contract to Nate Sudfeld, that says that he is going to be your backup. And if he's going to be your backup, that means that Trey Lance isn't going to be your backup. And if Trey Lance isn't going to be your backup, you're not cutting or trading him. It means he's your starter. All right. So process of elimination kind of tells me that they were planning on moving on from Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think that happens come hell or high water. All right, sooner or later. All right. Do we sign an edge rusher? Ruthless Sports. I hope so, man. I hope so. Derek Barnett is still out there. He's my favorite guy out there right now, and I would love to get him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping we get him. Whether we get him, how'd I just go blurry? All right. Whether we get Derek Barnett or somebody else, that's up to the 49ers. But I think we draft one, and we probably pick up somebody in free agency. There's a couple of veterans out there. The Niners always seem to get these steals and deals from veteran guys, and I think that's going to happen again. Remember we had Elvis Dumervil a couple years ago? Oh, man. All right. So, yeah, I think we definitely get edge. We definitely signed somebody from the edge. Niners Escalade Empire chapter. What's going on to you guys out there? He says, what up, Mike? My wife said she hopes your wife feels better. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you guys so much, man. This is 49er family. I like this, man. You guys are incredible. Who will be a good pick to back up Bosa? I am a defense person. You know, I just talked about it, man. Derek Barnett. I mean, he's a veteran that you can afford. You go out there and you get this guy. He would be really, really good, especially because we have a deep rotation of players here. It'd be very similar to his role over there. Just, I think, utilized a little bit more. He's more of a power guy. Man, I think I'm a little biased, but that's why I would go out there and get. That's why I would go out there and get. People are saying they hope you feel better, babe. And we have to watch a preview for a show called Merlin on Netflix. All right, Merlin. Oh, shit. Look at this question. All right, Emsley, here we go. She says, what's the worst thing your mom caught you doing when you were a kid? What is the worst thing my mom caught me doing as a kid? I don't feel like I got caught doing a lot of stuff because, like, the houses that we grew up in, the floors creaked and shit. Like, if mom is coming, you get to hear her. Probably something silly, like beating up my brother. You know what I mean? Or we used to sneak and like not go to bed when we were supposed to. We'd be up and like playing. We'd hear them coming. We would run to our beds and dive in. It was never anything inappropriate or anything like that. I wasn't a bad kid, and I had this relationship with my mom. It was really cool. Like, we were going to be doing stuff like let's just say alcohol, for example, right? She would tell us, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. But she was also the type of mom that's like, if you guys are going to do something wrong, do it at home so you don't like get in trouble when you're out in the streets. So we didn't have to hide a lot of stuff from my mother. You know what I'm saying? So we were always respectful also. Like, we were a big church family and everything. So we were super duper respectful. But, like my mom used to buy me condoms when I was young. Like, it was, so she was a cool mom. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. That's a great question. I like that. It's a great question. All right. Let's see here. Stephen Fox says, will you reach out to Rombo or John Chapman to come on this show? All right. So we have reached out to Rombo. This was many years ago. Rombo on Twitter said yes. And we reached out again and was like, oh, I got to get clearance from my producers. And I don't know, man. So we kind of let that go. And Chapman has been on this show before. We will get him back if that's what you guys are looking for. I absolutely have no problem getting John Chapman on here. He is someone that we strongly support and urge people to go out there and follow and subscribe if you don't already. And I'm sure that the love is mutual, man. That's my guy, man. Had a great time hanging out with him in Philly. If you guys haven't been to any of his Niner gatherings, man, you absolutely have to do it, man. He puts together a good product for you guys, okay? Any word on what free agents we're trying to get? I think right now we're pumping the brakes. We're resetting the draft board and looking at some things and some players that we might be able to get. So what you have to do is you see all the other teams and their free agents that they signed, and then you start saying, all right, well, this many corners went here, so maybe there's going to be a run on corners, or this many wide receivers went. There might be some wide receivers available that we didn't think that we were going to be able to get now. So they start moving stuff around, and you know what I mean? Like, so I think that's what's happening right now. I'm not sure what other free agents we're even looking at right now. The Niners are kind of quiet, and they're up against the cap space right now. They have between $2 and $6 million right now. It's plenty of money if there's one guy that they want to go out there and get, but you don't want to leave everything strapped right now. You know what I'm saying? So we got time. We'll get it figured out, though. We'll get it figured out. Have you ever had the Fumari brand shisha for your hookah? I absolutely have. Spiced chai and lemon mint mixed is fire. Okay, so I actually have lemon mint in the fridge right now, but I don't have spiced chai. You know, one of my favorite flavors back when I was younger, it was crazy flavor. It was this spiced pumpkin, though. It was like this very like earthy taste. Oh man, it was so good, like nutmeg, hints of nutmeg in it. It was really, really good. But I have to check that out. I will check that out. And then I think this is the last one here. Huh? Oh, my wife said it was pumpkin pie, not pumpkin spice. Thank you. It was pumpkin pie. Niner Cali Boy says, what's your thoughts on losing Shark? Thanks for everything that he gave us. I really, really appreciate it. But it was time for the Niners to move on. This wasn't one that I was upset about or anything like that. We could see that he was kind of losing his step, and he's going to be valuable if he gets to the right place and they ask him to do very specific things. But as far as covering down the field and getting deep and everything, it was kind of not his thing anymore. You know what I mean? Emsley, again, with a really good question here. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten? Be yourself no matter what. I know that sounds basic. It sounds simple, right? But people often try to fit in with different groups and try to do all this different shit. And you start to you can't be everybody's friend all the time, and you can't be great at everything all the time. Just be yourself. And people who fuck with you will fuck with you. You don't have to worry about trying to impress people. And authenticity is always appreciated, whether you're an asshole or not. There's people who say, hey, you know what? At least, I know what to get out of that person. So, just be yourself, man. Be yourself. I like that a lot. This is probably going to be the last one here. Mike, do you think we go after or target Jabril Peppers? Probably not. Probably not. I think we're more likely to bring in Tart than Peppers. And it's just from a logistics standpoint, knowing the system. And I don't know what kind of market Jabril Peppers is going to have. Not that affects the Niners, but I would think he would be out of our price range. I would think. I'm just not sure. All right. I'm not sure. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. Oh, wait. We got one more here. Let's see. I'll read this one really quick. Hey, Mike, with the lack of move at the edge position, are they waiting to draft, trade, or sign someone to join opposite Bosa? Supposedly they were in on Chandler Jones before he signed. Yeah, I mean, look, the Niners get linked to everybody who is available and everybody who was available. Tell me a quarterback in the last 3 seasons that was available that you didn't hear the Niners or see an article written about the Niners being interested in them, right? It's low-hanging fruit. I'm not saying that they weren't in on Jones, but I don't know. But at this point, we're probably more likely to draft somebody and then pick someone following the draft of some of the veterans that are out there on the market. All right. So help on the edge is coming. You guys know that's John Lynch's bread and butter. That's where he likes to go right away. He believes in building the defense through the defensive line and letting the guys on the back end protect based off of the quick pass rush. All right. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I'm very, very sorry that Adrian Colbert did not join. I hope he's okay. I know he has a little one. He just found out that his significant other is expecting. Congratulations to both of them. Adrian did not come on already. It's only a 15-minute show. We will try again soon, but we will be back tomorrow, guys. I'm going to change the title of this show. So I'm going to take off the Adrian Colbert joins March Madness part and just make it the March Madness, okay? But we will be back tomorrow. If this is your first time here, guys, make sure you subscribe, okay? Hit the subscription button, and we'll see you tomorrow every single day throughout the month of March and maybe a little bit longer, all right? Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. 1.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing